Arlene, I look, I told you 10 minutes ago I was going to need the phone. Now, how are y'all still talking about this athlete's foot? I know the druggist said he had something new. Well, then the thing you need to do is go and get it. Talking about it on the phone's not going to cure any athlete's foot. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry if he already hung up. I'm sorry if if he's tired of the sound of my own voice, then he needs to get on down to the drugstore and get his cream for his feet. Yeah, talking about it won't fix anything. Can I use the phone? Look, wait. Let me ask you something before you go. Now, no, it's not about that. We're raising money for Harold. Did Well, the preacher thought it'd be a good idea, kind of like a community spirited kind of thing that we could do. Did you hear what happened to him? Well, no, it was over the weekend. No, Saturday morning, he got run over by the milkman. You broke his leg? He can't work? Well, they don't need a one-legged man down at the sawmill, so he can't go back for 6 weeks. So, yeah, well, no, Linda's taking in some sewing to help make up for that money, but he can't work. So, well, the pastor thought it would be a good idea if we just raise some money. So I'm the head of the ladies' auxiliary, and I'm not rubbing it in. I'm not rubbing it in. Maybe you'll win next year. Well, I like. I think you're real popular too. Yes, of course you'll win next year naturally. I'm sure you will. Yeah, but it's the current head of the ladies' auxiliary. I felt it would be a good idea, and the pastor did too, if we would raise some money. So my job is to contact a few of the people in the church to see if they want to give some money to help get them through. Yeah, well, poor Harold, you know how he is. I mean, if he's got a penny in his pocket, he's got to go spend it. And Linda has had to live with this for so long. I mean, I don't. She is the definition of long suffering. Is she not? I know. I don't know how she puts up with it either. Well, if Howard spent money like that, I tell you, I'd string him up. Well, as an independent businesswoman, of course, it does give me a little bit of confidence. But look at Linda. Look at Linda. She's been dependent on this man her whole life. And now she's having to take in sewing, and I hear she's taking in washing too. Yeah, she's doing ironing and stuff. I know, it's sad. It's sad. It was all I could do to take her 3 loads this morning. It just broke my heart. But, I mean, I do what I can to help out. Yeah. So what can I put you down for? Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? You won't do anything to help him out. It's not his fault he got run over. Oh, well, it's totally not his fault he got run over from what I understand. Well, you know about that milkman. No, his name is Trevor, and he is not from here. Mm-mm. I don't know, he's from up north or something. He always sounds like his nose is stopped up. Well, There's, Ellen and Arnold live right down the street. Uh-huh. And from what I understand, Trevor was making a little special delivery over there Saturday morning, and then Arnold happened to come in, and he had gone out on his walk, and he came back early because he had a cramp in his leg. I do not listen in. Hey, we may be on their line. That doesn't mean that's how I know all this stuff, okay? I learned it the legitimate way. I don't snoop. I am not a snoop. Well, anyway, Arnold came back early. Yeah, he'd gone for a walk, and he had a cramp in his leg. Uh-huh, and he caught, that's exactly what he walked in on, from what I understand. So he had to get out of there in a hurry, so he ran out to his truck, and he had to dash on out of there. And fortunately, Arnold's car is in the shop. Something's wrong with it, so he had to run on foot, and he couldn't catch up. But he didn't make it far, and apparently Yeah, Harold was out there. He was putting some stuff in the car, and he ran right over. He ran right over Harold with the milk truck. I know that's how it happened. It's the most unfortunate thing you ever heard of. I mean, I've heard of getting some, good service from your milkman, but that goes beyond what I think they put up on their sign out front. No, no, the the dairy's not doing anything. They said it's not their fault. They said no. They're saying it's Harold's fault. They're saying Harold ran out in front of the truck and he should have watched where he was going. Now, personally, I thought if it was a pedestrian, they always had the right of way, but they're saying that he just wasn't paying attention. He was distracted. Well, the owner of the dairy. No, no, Henry. Henry owns the dairy. Well, that rivalry goes back a long way. He's always been jealous of Harold. I mean, he always has been. And, well, when Harold got that new car, Henry just had a fit. And he said, well, he was probably out there just drooling over his new car and not watching where he was going. He just stepped right out in front of my milk truck. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going to sue or if they're going to go to court. I don't know. But all I know is that Harold has a busted up leg and he's not going to be able to work for a while. And they need money. So why can I not put you down for anything? Well, I don't care if you and Henry were old high school sweethearts. You can't get personal with a thing like this. This is not a time to get personal. No, well, I never get personal anyway. I mean, you can't do that. You can't live that way. No. This is bad as being a gossip. I mean, that's the lowest of the low. You have to look beyond that and be a good human being. And you're not being a good human being right now, Arlene. $5. Well, let me make a note of that, big spender. So I can put you down for $5 whole. Well, bless your heart. The Lord's going to shine on you today. Okay, now can I have the phone? I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't ever know with these things. I just have to play it by ear. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I've got some right here. I went out and picked them before it started raining. Yeah, I believe it's going to rain the rest of the day. Look at those clouds out there. It's terrible. Well, I can't say I'm totally upset. No. Beulah wanted to go play badminton. Can you believe that? Badminton. We know the doctor told her she needs to lose some weight. Yeah. Called her a fatty. Can you believe that? Called her a fatty right to her face. Said she needs to start smoking to help reduce her weight. Well, I've heard it's very good for that. I've heard that it's very helpful if you start smoking. It'll help you drop weight because you lose your appetite. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about doing that myself. Well, I'd probably choose Camels because according to the advertisements in Life magazine, that's what all doctors smoke. They prefer Camel because they have the clean filter. Yeah. Well, I don't know. But anyway, Beulah wanted to go play badminton out at the park. And I said, well, I would love to, but it looks like rain. And fortunately, within about 10 minutes, it started raining, so I got out of that. I mean, I don't even know what you wear to go play badminton. What do you wear? I mean, does it matter? Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I got out of it at least for today. So, I don't know. She's all hot about badminton all of a sudden. I don't even know how to do it. So, I'm not going to play any stinking badminton, I can tell you that. I don't need to drop as much weight as she does. She can run around out there with that thing if she wants to. I'm not doing it. Well, can you at least give me, I don't know, 20 minutes? Would 20 minutes be too much? That'll give your brother time to go down to the drugstore. Do y'all ever talk about anything but athlete's foot? I mean, I've been hearing about this now for 3 weeks. Don't you have back trouble or constipation or something that you can talk about? Do y'all ever talk about anything not related to that kind of stuff? Now, I'm not calling you old. I'm just saying that, well, you do kind of sound like my grandma. Every time I talk to her, all she ever talks about is how she's all stove up all the time. 20 minutes. Okay, now I put you down for $5 now. I'm gonna need you to bring that into church on Sunday because the preacher's gonna he's gonna take up a collection. Okay, I'm gonna remind you again so you don't forget. Okay, all right, bye. Arlene, 5 big old dollars. Wow. Okay. Go down here. Do what now? Look in the ice box. There's some lemon pie in there if you want a piece of that. There's some fried chicken in there too if you're hungry for that. I'm not cooking right now. I'm busy. I am a working woman. Check with Barbara. That's the florist. Gerald, honey, I can't understand you. I know it's hard to talk with broken teeth. I can't believe you just said that. Well, no offense, Gerald, but maybe if you'd stay out of jawbreaker eating contests, you wouldn't keep breaking your teeth like that. When are you supposed to get another set? Well, bless your heart, I'm sorry to hear that. Is Barbara home by any chance? I heard about that. Well, you're getting spit all over the phone. I can hear it. If I could speak with her just a minute, I'd appreciate it. I am taking up money for that. That's one thing I wanted to talk to her about. Oh, you prefer I talk to you? Well, you can't hardly talk. So I thought it would be better in this instance to ask her about it. Gerald, you sound like you're drunk. I know it's because you broke all your teeth in that jawbreaker eating contest, but you sound a little drunk. Okay. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying you sound like it. Do you want to donate any money to this thing? No. And the milkman had nothing to do with Harold and Linda, okay? That was Ellen and Arnold. Oh, everybody's talking about it. You know what happened. Well, they hired that new young man. Yeah, the one that looks like he always needs to shave. Kind of a beatnik. I know, that's exactly how I feel. His name is Trevor. You can't trust anybody named Trevor. Well, it was Saturday morning, and we all know the milkman doesn't come around on Saturdays. Normally, exactly. Well, he had gone to see Ellen and give her a special delivery. I'm not being vulgar. I'm just telling you what I heard. It's not my fault that everybody around here sins every day. Well, Arnold had gone out for a walk, and he came back early because he had a cramp in his leg. And from what I understand, he caught the two of them in flagrante delicto. Yeah, and so he was hopping out of the house like a bunny rabbit trying to pull his pants on, getting back out to the milk truck before Arnold could catch him. And he wasn't watching where he was going, and that's how Harold got hit by that milk truck, broke his leg. Well, maybe I can't help it if he cheats at cards. That has nothing to do with this. Oh, you think he's gotten enough money out of you by cheating at cards? Gerald, can we talk honestly for a second? Okay, and then I want you to get off the phone because listening to you talk is making me sick. When it comes to helping people, you have to put all that aside. You can't worry about what they've done to you in the past or what they think they've done to you because you're a terrible card player and you need an excuse. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm being blunt. Now, when you come over here and play with me and Howard, I can see it myself. I mean, I'm no good at it, and even I can beat you. Are you just trying to get out of giving money to this? well, no offense, but, and I'm not calling you tight, but you do tend to squeeze a nickel till the buffalo screams. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, except in this instance, and it's a terrible thing right now, because you are not being a good you're not being a good citizen right now. Looky, I even got Earlene to give me $5. Can't you at least do $5? Okay, you gonna give me $5? Well, what if I'd said I got Earlene to give me $10? You'd still give me 5. All right. Well, I guess I hit the magic number. Can I speak with Linda now? I'm sorry, Barbara. Can I speak with Barbara? Oh, thank you. She's rolling her hair. Well, tell her to just stop for a minute. I need to talk to her. She can finish rolling it when we get off the phone. Thank you. Don't spit your teeth out. Barbara, hey. I hate to interrupt. I know you're right in the middle of something. I'm real sorry. Well, no, I'm not just calling about that. Although, Gerald just told me he'd give $5 whole for the collection. Yeah, I'm sure Harold's gonna appreciate that a whole lot. How much am I up to? $10. $10 whole. Now, me personally, I'm gonna take all my profit from Avon for the next month, and I'm gonna put it towards this. That's right. It should be at least $20. And that's all my profit. Now, that's what I'm giving. Now, what would you do? What do you mean you'd smack his face? What is wrong with this whole community? Everybody's got to hold on to the past or make excuses for why they can't do stuff. Barbara, listen to me. He did not stand you up. He never invited you in the first place. No, he wanted to go to that dance with Trixie. This was 15 years ago. How are you still hanging on to this? Well, I know you had a crush on him in high school, but you were also delusional in high school. I mean, you were. I don't know why I have to be the truth teller for everybody today. You were delusional. You had these ideas in your head that had no basis in reality whatsoever. Look, I did not imagine I'd have to be so blunt with everybody today. You kind of look like Donald Duck. Now, I don't mean you look like Donald Duck. You did. Look back at your pictures. You look like him. You look like Donald Duck came to life and put on a dress. You look like Donald Duck's girlfriend, I guess. And he may not be much to look at right now, but Harold back in high school, was quite a looker. I mean, that's why you had such a big crush on him. Okay, he went with Trixie because he wanted to go with Trixie. He was not trying to get back at you. There was nothing to get back at you for. You were never a couple. Ever. You were never a couple. I'm not saying you settled for Gerald. Gerald is perfectly fine. Yeah, well, he was. At least back then. I didn't mean that. No, I'm sorry. That was the Sanka talking. Can you move on past that? Can you just forget about it? Well, Gerald's giving me $5. Do you want to give any money? No. You will donate. No money. Okay, fine. 1 can of shoe polish. I'm not even going to ask what that's about. I guess that's something between you two. I'm going to just let it go. Now, look. I am currently taking orders for my spring hats. Yes, I am doing that again this year. I've started making them already. I've already come up with my design for this year. When can you come by and see it? It's very exciting. I want you to see it. So I want to try to put together a little party on Wednesday night. Do you think you could come by? We're going to have coffee cake and... No, I'm not making that punch again. No, several people got sick from that. I don't know. I think the pineapple juice must have been bad or something. Or somebody spiked it. I still don't know what happened there. Why don't you come by Wednesday night and you can see I'm going to debut my spring hat. I only have one so far. I got one ready right now. I do think you have a hat face. You keep saying you don't, and I'm starting to think it's because you don't want one of my hats. Well, that didn't sound very sincere. You need to come on over here and come see my hat. Well, I think it's just beautiful. I have come up with a revolutionary design this year. Yes. And it even comes with a string that I knit myself out of this fine yarn. It's this fine yarn. They make it in India. And it goes up under your neck, all coquettish like. The ears will just drop away when you put on this hat. It's got a lot of detail on it. I wove it myself. Well, why do you think I've been growing all that broom straw in my backyard? Oh, well, I'm better at keeping up my yard than that. It wasn't just growing back there because I can't mow it. I told Howard not to mow it because I needed it for my spring hats. Well, you come on by here Wednesday night, say about 7 o'clock. Come on by, we'll have coffee cake and we'll talk. Yeah, and you can see my new hat, and I'm taking orders. You can go ahead and order. They're going to be $5 each. Well, it did go up a little bit this year because I have some special features on this hat that I had to pay extra for. I had to go actually buy them, so I couldn't make everything on the hat this year, so it costs a little more. But I think when you see it, you're going to realize it's definitely worth it. Okay. Well, come on by here. 6:30 would be fine. Is Trixie going to be here? Well, I don't know. Is that a problem? Barbara, it's been 15 years. Can we let it go? Can we just let it go? Didn't neither one of y'all end up married to him, so who cares? It's water under the bridge, Barbara. Well, if you get mad when you look at her, just take that energy, take that anger, and put it towards digging in your purse to get $5 out to give to me for a new hat. That'll show her. Okay, well, I'll see you. I'm going to let you go. I know you're rolling your hair. I'm going to let you go now. Okay. All right, bye. Barbara, 1 can of shoe polish. Trixie, hey there. Well, I kind of was calling about that, yeah. I got your green stamps that you wanted for that. I've got 20 of them. Well, I had a favor to ask. But you can't tell anybody. It's got to be secret, okay? I kind of want you to do a rinse on my hair. I want you to. Well, I wouldn't call it dyeing my hair. Just a rinse, just a nice rinse, like in brown, like an ash brown. Not hash brown, brown ash. Yeah. Then I'll give you those extra green stamps for that. What are you going to use them for? Oh, I bet that would be nice. I've never heard of that. Do you plug it up? A handheld clothes steamer. Oh, that sounds very advanced. That is so... Oh, that's very nice. I had a couple things I wanted to ask you about. First of all, the preacher wanted me to call around and see if we can collect some money for Harold. You didn't hear what happened to Harold? Everybody's talking about it. Oh, no, Trixie, listen. He got hit by the milkman. No, not literally like punching him. He hit him with his truck. Yes, he did. This just happened a couple days ago. Yeah. No, it happened Saturday morning. I know they don't normally deliver on Saturdays. Oh, he was delivering, but it wasn't what you think. Yeah. No, no, no. He went to Carol's house. He went to see Ellen. You saw him at Carol's house? When did you see him at Carol's house? Are you talking about the same one I'm talking about? That beatnik looking man? One's got that shaggy hair. I know, he looks like a bad boy. He went to see Carol too. Now, when was this? He just moved into town 2 weeks ago. Boy, he doesn't waste any time. Oh, he was at Carol's house Saturday night. This Saturday night? You're joking. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I'm not writing anything down. Well, you know she's been having those parties lately. She said at first it was so they could strip all the wallpaper off. Well, they've had plenty of time during these parties to strip all that wallpaper off. There's no way they're still working on that. And you know what the trash guy said? No, Randall, the new guy. He said that every time they have one of these little get-togethers, when they pick up trash the next day, because Friday's, no, usually Friday they do trash, but they've been having parties on Thursday nights too. The trash can is full of all these wine bottles, and they're weird wine bottles. They have some other language on them, like they're from somewhere else. It's not all English, it's something else. All these wine bottles and towels in there. It's still going on. It's been going on. Well, I never get invited to these parties, so I wouldn't know. I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. Sounds a little bit suspicious and naughty to me, and I'm certainly not interested in that. He was over there Saturday night in his truck, like the milk truck. Oh my goodness. And he was there for over an hour. How do you know that? Oh, you kept walking around the block. That's smart. So you keep moving. They don't know that you're watching them. That's real smart. Well, what do you suppose they were doing in there? Was Arnold home? Arnold was bowling. Arnold had gone bowling? You know, that does sound kind of planned to me. Sounds to me like Miss Ellen and Mr. Trevor had planned that ahead of time. Maybe they set it up when he came by to drop their milk off the day before. Well, you know how Ellen always hates for him to leave the house and leave her there all alone. This might be her way of finding some company while he's gone. Well, then it was just a matter of time before they got caught. It sounds like it happened a lot sooner than they expected. But yeah, Harold was not involved in that. See, when Trevor was leaving Ellen's house, he was in a big hurry because he was naked and he was trying to put his pants on and he was hopping out the door and he had to get in that milk truck and drive away real quick before Arnold could catch him. Fortunately, Arnold's car's in the shop. Well, fortunately for Trevor. Not fortunately for anybody with any virtue, but he wasn't looking where he was going. He was scared. He was panicky and he smacked right into Harold. Yeah, broke his leg. So the pastor is wanting us to take up some money for them because Harold can't work now. He's going to be out of work for at least 6 weeks. It could be longer depending on how bad it is. And Linda's having to take in washing, bless her heart. Yeah, and ironing and sewing. I know. I had to hold back tears when I took 3 loads to her. It's a shame. So, would you? Oh, you do want to put down some money. I'm glad, because a lot of people I'm having to pry it out of their hands. How much would you like to give? $50. If I make sure he knew it came from you. I'll make sure he finds out. Now, I'm not putting a lipstick kiss on every one of those dollar bills. No, I don't think you need to do that either. I don't think that's appropriate. Trixie, he's a married man, and he ain't married to you. How do you think his wife is going to feel about that? You think Linda would care for that too much? Trixie, sweetheart. Okay, that was 15 years ago. I know he took you to that dance. But it just didn't work out. Okay? All right. Well, look, I'll make sure he knows the $50 came from you, but I draw the line at putting lipstick kisses on all that money. Okay, you can do it to one bill, but that's it. All right, I'm certainly not doing it. Put that one on top. I'll think about it. Are you coming to my party Wednesday night? I'm having a premiere party. We're going to premiere my new spring hat for this coming season. Yes, I have a sample ready to show everybody. Now, the price is going up this year a little bit. It's going to be $5. Come on over. We're going to have coffee cake, and we're going to sit around and talk, and y'all can see my new hat. And then you can go ahead and place your order because I know how much you love my hats. What do you mean you become allergic to hats? People don't become allergic to hats. Your head breaks out in a rash. Well, maybe that's because you've been wearing something that's dirty. I mean, my hats aren't dirty. My hats are perfect. Well, I've never heard of any such a thing. A hat allergy, really? Have you been to the doctor? Well, whether you're allergic to hats or not, I still think you need to come see it because I've worked really, really hard on this hat. It's very special to me, and it would mean the world to me. Plus, if you want those green stamps, you got to come over here anyway. Well, I know I have to do my hair appointment, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that before you can come get these stamps. I don't think... No, I can't get to your shop before Wednesday anyway, so you can just come on out, have some coffee cake. I made it myself. I didn't come from the store this time. Well, I know how Beulah feels about store-bought food. But she can scarf it down, but then later she'll tell you she can't eat it. I know, it's funny. She wanted me to go play badminton with her today. Thank goodness it rained. The doctor actually called her a fatty and said she needs to lose some weight. Maybe she'll quit eating all that store-bought food she says she can't eat. She wouldn't be so fat. I know. Come on over here, please. I'll give you your green stamps. But I do need to make an appointment for that rinse. But don't say anything to anybody. Let's do it when there won't be anybody else in the shop, okay? Maybe on over in the evening. Well, you know how some people are. They're so vain. I mean, they see somebody they've rinsed their hair, maybe just altered the color ever so slightly, and then they gossip till the sun goes down about it. About how your color came out of a bottle. Have you ever heard anybody talk like that? Yes, Barbara is going to come. When are y'all going to get over this? It was one dance with one man that neither one of y'all ended up with. Well, I thought we were all adults and we could all play nice together, but I guess I was wrong. No, that's fine. Don't come. Don't worry about it. I will call you later in the week and we'll work everything out. Okay, well, I need to get off this phone because Earlene's going to be clicking in a minute. Okay, I'll put you down for your $50. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later then. All right, bye. I don't suppose Linda and Harold won't put in any money. Oh, the next person on my list is Ellen. I'm going to do it. I'm going to call her. Arlene, get off the phone. No, I'm getting ready to make a very important phone call. I'm going to call Ellen and ask her if she wants to give any money towards Harold's, yeah. I'll let you know what she says, but get off the phone. You don't need to call anybody. Get off. Hey, Ellen, how are you today? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Yes. No, I don't have an Avon order right now. Is there something you wanted to order? No? Okay. No, I don't. Well, then why'd you ask? No, I don't. I'm not calling about Avon right now. I'm not calling about Wondershare either. The pastor wanted me to call around and talk to some folks about raising some money. I don't know if you heard about what happened to Harold. Oh, you hadn't heard what happened to Harold? Well, let me tell you. Apparently, Harold got run over by the milkman. Oh, you do sound suitably shocked. Yeah, you sound like you really mean it. From what I understand, he was coming from the direction of your house. And he was driving really fast and really crazy, leaving the general area of your home and sort of smacked right into Harold, broke his leg. Isn't that unfortunate? What do you suppose would cause him to do that? Well, I'm sure I don't know either. So listen, Ellen, I thought you might be interested in maybe donating some money to help Linda and Harold out until his leg heals, since this clearly was something that was not Harold's fault. Well, I'm sure I don't know whose fault it was, but I just thought you might be interested in donating some money to help him out. And I'm sure he would really appreciate it if you would. What if you don't give any money? Well, I'd just say it'd be a shame if, other people heard about how nobody knows what caused him to get run over. Oh, $75. Thank you. Make it 100. I certainly will. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm very discreet, absolutely. Certainly will. No, I won't say a word. Now listen, while I got you on the phone, first of all, I'm going to need that money Sunday. The pastor's taking up the money Sunday in church to give to Linda and Harold. Yeah, so just bring it to church on Sunday, and we'll put it all together and give it to them then. Yeah, but I also wanted to ask you what you're doing Wednesday night. It's time for my spring hat party. Yes, it is. I know it comes around so fast. I know, I can't believe it's here either. I have my new hat to debut. Yeah, who saw it? Bertha said she saw it. Well, I did wear it to the Piggly Wiggly the other day. I wanted to wear it out in public. I wanted to get some people's thoughts on it. Yeah, well, several people commented on it. The bagger at the grocery store said it looked real festive, said it was colorful. Told you it looked like what now? Like it had candy corns glued to it. No. These aren't candy corns on here. They're spring triangles. Yeah. I would never just smack some candy corn and fake leaves on a hat and sell it. No. That's just silly, Ellen. It's not candy corn. They're spring triangles. Yes. It's a new thing. Well, you need to come by Wednesday night and take a look at it and decide for yourself. Can I count on you to come by, say around 6:30? We'll have coffee cake. Oh, you can't make it? Well, maybe I'll call Linda and explain some things to her about you. Oh, you will be here. Wonderful. 6:30. Wonderful. Is she coming? Well, I don't know. I haven't asked her yet. Maybe I should invite Linda to come. Oh, well. You make it 150 if I don't? I may just forget to call her. All right, well, great. Bring your $150 on Sunday, and I will see you Wednesday night at 6:30. And I'm sure you're going to want to put in an order for several hats, for you and friends. We all know you have some interesting friends. Yes. Okay, great. Bye-bye. Well, it's becoming more profitable as we go. Ellen. Oh, and Trixie. I don't want to do it, but I got to. Beulah, Hey there. I'm doing just fine. How are you? Yeah, I really hate we couldn't get out and play badminton today. I know you were looking forward to it. Oh, you just sat down and ate a pie instead. Well, I'm sure that's just as good. Listen, I meant to ask you and I forgot. We're taking up a special collection for Harold and Linda. Yeah, well, he broke his leg. Well, he didn't break it. The milkman broke his leg. No, they didn't get in a fight. Oh, have a seat. What are you eating? Chocolate cake. Didn't the doc? Never mind. Here's what happened. Okay, this was Saturday morning, and the milkman was over. Yeah, I know he doesn't make deliveries on Saturdays. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, he was making a delivery all right, but it wasn't milk or eggs. He was over there paying a special visit to Ellen while Arnold was out for a walk. And then Arnold came back early because he had a cramp. Never mind where I hear all this stuff. I'm dispensing useful information. This is not gossip, so you don't have to go tell the pastor about it. Yeah, he came back early and caught them in an interesting position. And then Trevor, that's the milkman. Yeah, that floppy-haired guy. He went running out of there with his pants off, and he was trying to put them on, and he got in the milk truck, and he was driving away, and he ran into Harold out in the road. Broke his leg. So now Harold can't work. The sawmill has no use for him if he can't walk. So, yeah. So, we're raising some money for them. I was just thinking maybe you could just shave a little bit off your grocery budget, which the doctor said you probably need to do anyway. Shave a little bit off of there and make a little special contribution to help get them through until he can go back to work. Well, 10 would be great, but I bet 20 would be even better. $20. Thank you so much. Now, I would ask that you bring that to church on Sunday. Just bring it to church, and the pastor's going to collect it all and give it to Linda and Harold after service. Well, don't worry about her. Ever since they got a television set, she's become so uppity. I know, that's all she ever talks about anymore. You can talk to her about anything, and she'll bring the conversation right back to her new television set. Next thing you know, she'll be bragging that she has 2 television sets. I know, it just puts me off. But I also wanted to ask you about my hat party on Wednesday night. Yeah, I know, it's that time again, and I have my new spring hat. Yes, I did just talk to you about that. But, okay. No, that was Barbara. I have a new hat. No, it's not like the one last year. I cannot help it that the flowers fell off. Well, it's because you sling it around so much. These hats are delicate. You got to be easy with them. What do you mean they turned your head green? A hat can't turn your head green. That sounds suspicious to me. That sounds like something else. This hat won't turn your head green at all. This year I have really outdone myself. I have come up with this beautiful woven straw hat. It's perfect for spring. It has all the right colors. And it even has a tie that's attached to it that I wove out of very fine yarn. And it's a festive orange color. And it has Easter triangles and spring triangles all over it that I crafted myself. Am I going to have what now? Coffee cake? Well, yeah, I am going to have... Oh, you'll be here if I have coffee cake. What else am I having? Well, I don't know. I hadn't really planned on having anything else. Well, I guess we could have cookies too. I mean, what kind of cookies do you want? Chocolate chip? Vanilla? Sugar cookies? Oatmeal? Peanut butter? Are you just giving me a choice, or you want all of them? Sweetie, I don't want to be the one to bring you down, but I'm thinking that if you keep doing this, that doctor's not going to be too happy with you when you go back to see him. Even if you do take up smoking, I don't think he's going to be totally pleased with you. Oh, it's your glands. Your glands are making you gain weight. Well, then I'd suggest you quit eating them. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, honey, I don't mind playing badminton with you, but I'm not going to play it when it's pouring down rain outside. Maybe tomorrow we can get out and play some, if you come to my party. I'll see about the cookies. I can't make up my mind about that now. I was going to make coffee cake, but I don't know about all those cookies. I don't think I'm going to have time to make all those. Yeah. Not without a trip to the Piggly Wiggly first. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, I will see you Wednesday night around 6:30, and I will let you see my hat, and I want you to be ready to order. Okay? Great. Thank you. Bye-bye. Arlene, are you there? Hey. Oh, let me tell you what she did. I did call Ellen. I did talk to her. No, I don't guess Arnold was there. He's what? No. When did that happen? How did you hear about that? Oh my goodness. Well, I just talked to her. She didn't mention that. Where did he move to? Oh my word. Why didn't she mention that? Well, if he moved in with Trixie, I'm going to tell you now. I know somebody who's not going to be happy. Oh, I'm not even talking about Ellen. Or I'm not talking about, I'm talking about Barbara. She's still sore at him for not taking her to that dance and taking Trixie to it. Well, it should be an interesting night at my little hat party. You need to come. I'm debuting my new hat. And no, she said she wasn't gonna come, but I guarantee you if he moved in with her, she'll be there because she knows Barbara's gonna be there. You need to come because it's gonna be fireworks in my house. I better stock up on some. Yeah, I know. Might need to have the police on standby. I've never had a hat party that's gonna be this exciting. So yeah, 6:30 Wednesday night. Come on by. I think my hat's gonna be the least interesting thing there. Okay. All right, great. I'm gonna get off the phone now, and you and your brother can get back talking about his athlete's foot. Maybe read a magazine every now and then and see if y'all can come up with something more interesting to talk about. Just a suggestion. Okay, bye. Howard. Howard. Can you write something down on the grocery list for me? Yeah, can you put steaks on there? Steaks. And yeah. And maybe make up some ice packs. Because I have a feeling we're going to have some black eyes at our party Wednesday night.